You don't lose by letting go. You lose by clinging to what keeps shrinking you. The discipline of letting go is not an impulse. It's a decision. It's the quiet choice to stop watering what doesn't grow, to stop resuscitating what keeps choosing to be lifeless, to stop arguing for a version of your life that cannot exist without your suffering. You learned in healing that certain pieces of you had to die so the real ones could breathe. Now you learn that certain attachments have to be released so your focus can live. Letting go is not the opposite of love. It's love with boundaries. It's love that refuses to bankrupt itself. It's love that understands, if peace costs me myself, the price is wrong. You were trained to prove your worth by how long you could endure. Endure neglect. Endure mixed signals. Endure rooms that treated you like a backup plan. You mistook stamina for strength. You confused persistence with self-respect. The discipline of letting go returns your definition of strength to something honest. The ability to walk away from what is not worthy of your future, even when your past is begging you to stay. There are signs. They arrive quietly at first. Dread before the call. Numbness after the visit. A nervous system that spikes around one name. The sense that you are performing your role in a story that cannot finish well. Letting go begins with telling the truth about impact. Not intention, not potential. Impact. What is this pattern doing to your life? What happens to your sleep, your focus, your sense of self after you participate again? Attachment argues that history is proof of destiny. Discipline reminds you history is only proof of repetition. Attachment says, try harder. Discipline asks, to what end? Attachment bargains with fantasies. Discipline invests in evidence. If the evidence keeps saying this drains you, you already have your answer. You don't need a villain to justify an exit. You need a vision that refuses to keep paying for confusion. You will be accused of quitting. Let them talk. People who feed on your access will always call your boundary betrayal. People who loved your smaller self will always call your growth arrogance. That's not feedback. That's grief. You are not obligated to make yourself smaller just so someone else can avoid their grief. Their disappointment is not your debt. Letting go is not a single door slam. It's a quiet series of choices. You will stop checking in where you're punished for caring. You will stop performing in conversations designed to keep you guilty. You will stop explaining decisions to audiences who only understand you when you are apologizing. And you will stop scheduling your self-respect for later. The moment you delay it, you sell it. People tell you to choose yourself like it's a slogan. It's logistics. Choosing yourself is a calendar change. It's a phone setting. It's a blocked hour no one can buy. It's a list you write the night before so tomorrow morning already belongs to your future, not yesterday's emergencies. It's deleting drafts you wrote in anger. It's refusing to be emotionally bilingual in relationships that never learn your language. You let go by moving the arena. Some conversations only exist to burn time. Some arguments only exist to turn your presence into entertainment. If resolution mattered, the tone would change and the setting would mature. Bring real issues to quiet rooms. Remove the audience. Require clarity before access. If the energy shifts to blame and performative chaos, you have learned everything you need to know. Exit with dignity. Silence is not the absence of a response. It is the completion of one. Letting go also means unfollowing loops in your head. You don't need to replay the last message, the last night, the last year. The brain believes repetition equals importance. Don't teach it that your past is more important than your present. Replace rumination with ritual. Walk. Lift. Read. Write. Build. Your nervous system won't believe you're safe because you told it so. It will believe you because you acted like it. You will miss the story. Not the reality, the story. The version where your effort finally convinces them. The version where history apologizes and becomes gentle. The version where you are celebrated for holding on. Letting go is the maturity to stop auditioning for a role written for your pain. You do not have to prove you are worthy of better. You can choose places where better is the baseline. There is grief in leaving. Honor it without worshiping it. Grief is the tax of growth. It means you loved sincerely and tried honestly. It means you are human. But do not confuse grief with guidance. Pain can signal a wound, it should not select a direction. If the only argument for staying is that leaving hurts, remember, infection also hurts. Healing does too. Only one gives you your life back. You will be tempted to stage a grand exit, to write the message that explains everything. You owe no closing speech to what kept you open and bleeding. The strongest goodbye is consistency. Stop returning. Stop rereading. Stop repeating the same ceremony of almost. Let absence say what your paragraphs never could. Distance is a language. Translates in every country. Letting go is easier when you build a future that fits you. Replace the hole with a horizon. Decide what mornings look like when you are not managing a crisis. Decide what health feels like when you are not outsourcing your happiness. Fill your life with quiet competence, the gym bag by the door, the book on the desk, the project that keeps moving whether anyone praises you or not. A full life is the best closure. People will resurface when your silence stops feeding them. Expect the soft return, the nostalgia hook, the half apology shaped like a compliment. Expect the I miss us with no plan for a different us. Expect generous words with the same old logistics. Discipline hears the tone but checks the calendar. If there is no change in conditions, there is no change in outcome. You are choosing outcomes now. Letting go doesn't turn you cold. It makes you accurate. You begin to recognize the difference between effort and erosion, between hope and self-betrayal, between love and longing. You speak more carefully. You spend more slowly. You notice how your body feels after you leave certain rooms. You notice which habits leave you proud and which habits leave you negotiating with mirrors. Accuracy is self-respect with receipts. One day you will notice something radical. Peace no longer feels like boredom. It feels like home. You will remember what it's like to enjoy your own company without the need to defend it. You will go to sleep without drafting cases and wake without reopening trials. Your mornings will not begin with checking who controls your mood. Your day will start already yours. Let go long enough and you will meet people who don't require your endurance to love you. You will meet rooms that don't confuse your stillness for weakness. You will meet opportunities that arrive without crises attached. The universe is not testing you forever. Some doors were never yours. Some were yours for a season. Some are yours when you stop carrying what blocks both hands. If you slip, forgive yourself quickly. Healing is not linear and letting go is not graded. You are not failing because you remembered the good parts. You are not back at the beginning because you answered once. It takes time to stop feeding an old fire. It takes practice to stop explaining your worth to people who already priced you. Reset the boundary. Return to the rebuild. Integrity is how fast you come back to what you decided. The discipline of letting go will make you mysterious to people who only understand pursuit. They will say you changed. Thank them. They have named your progress. They will say you think you're better. Correct them by not correcting them. You do not think you're better. You are simply done renting your life to what cannot afford it. You are not abandoning anyone. You are abandoning a pattern. You are not running away. You are running toward mornings that don't punish you for sleeping. You are not rejecting love. You are rejecting performances that impersonate it. Letting go is what love looks like when it finally includes you. A quote from Epictetus, "Freedom is the right to live as we wish."